So welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I'm planting my strawberries and how I'm going to look after them. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, if you could please do so, because you'll get lots of helpful hints and tips all throughout the year from my home garden, my allotment and also my home kitchen. Now I've got some strawberries that I'm going to plant today. I did have some strawberries up at the allotment, but the reality was I never really had room, so I've resorted to putting them in pots this year just to see how they're going to go. So I've already got some that I transplanted and some that were left out. Some, people like give things away if they don't need them. So someone had put some pots of strawberries out. I wish I'd taken more actually, and that's what's in there. So I don't actually know what these varieties are. These are what I've just had over the last few years. But this new one here is F1 Temptation. So I'm going to be putting that out today. So the thing with strawberries is you've got to keep them really well watered. That's one of the really big things with them. If you don't water them, it's a bit like your tomatoes. It's they are really, something that you really do need to keep well watered. So it's not ideal that they're in pots, but I've kind of got no other choice, and I absolutely love strawberries. So I've decided to give these troughs a go. So this is something that I recycled, that I did have in the house that I no longer use anymore, and I lined it myself. And these were two pots that someone else had but didn't need them anymore. So again, more recycling going on here. So I'll be really interested to know whether you grow strawberries and how successful you are, and in particular if you do any in pots like I'm doing it. I did try over the allotment, but like I said, I was just constantly running out of room over the allotment and just couldn't and just couldn't, didn't have the room for them. Everything kept growing over them. So I thought I'll, because I love them so much, I've got to find a way to make sure I've got some in my garden. Now one of the biggest problems you get, apart from obviously needing to water them a lot, is you find birds really love them, or slugs. So I'm going to do my best to try and stop that from happening. I'm going to put a cover over it with some netting or something over it to stop the birds from attacking it. Slugs, we'll just have to see how that goes. I'm really interested to hear how everyone else is keeping the birds and the slugs off their strawberries, because they're one of those things that you want to get to them before the slugs or the birds do. I think the cover frame that I've got is going to work really well. The slugs, yeah, we'll just have to hope that what I do will be enough. So the other thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be feeding them as well. I've got a really good organic multi-purpose feed that I use for a lot of my plants. It's a Miracle Grow one, which is really good. So this is the feed that I use. I use it on quite a lot of my plants because it's a multi-purpose feed and it is organic, so it's a really good all-rounder. The type of netting I'm going to use, I haven't actually got any here. It's up at the allotment. I'm actually going to be ordering a little bit more. It's like green scaffolding netting. A lot of people use it up at the allotment. It's really strong, it's really durable, and you can get it in quite large rolls off of Amazon. So I'm going to be ordering some more of that, and that's what I'm going to cover this with. And if you want to get some for yourself, I'll try and dig out the link and you can order some yourself, and you can protect your plants as well. That's our biggest battle, I think, quite often when we put things out, is stopping the birds from eating them. It's got worse over the last few years. I seem to have to cover more and more things. So I've got one more to put in this pot, and then I think we're full. I don't have to worry too much about covering it just yet because the fruits aren't really forming, but as soon as they start to swell out, that's when the birds will be after them. So all I need to do now is just give it a really good water. And remembering to keep watering it, because it just, at the moment, I don't know what it's like where you are, but in Kent it's really lovely to have really gorgeous, beautiful hot weather, but my gosh, everything is drying out a lot quicker than it normally does. But then again, it's good because I've got some more, I'm able to put my plants out earlier than I normally would, so it's all really good. So I hope that's been useful. As usual, if you've got any questions or comments, then please don't hesitate and put them in the comments.